Hello, everybody, and welcome to this pick a card reading I'm doing today. These are spirit messages reading for today. It is a pick a card, timeless. Whenever you come across this reading, the messages will be in divine timing for you. So we have pile number 1 here, pile number 2, pile number 3. We have pile number 1 with the Dragonsblood smudge stick here, and the Dragonsblood is what I use when I really want an extra punch, when I feel that there are really heavy dark energies around me or in my space and I really want some extra powerful energies to cleanse that space. That is the energy here of the Dragonsblood. With this sweetgrass, it's very sweet smelling. It smells like kind of like cinnamony when you burn it. I use this for more lighter cleansing when it just feels a little funky, but not so much, and just to lighten up the area and myself and the energy around me. The Palo Santo is a very sweet smelling sacred wood that I use this after I've cleansed the space. I use the Palo Santo to invite in the spirit guides and ancestors. So that is what I use those for. So use your intuition and choose pile number 1 with the Dragonsblood, 2 with the Sweetgrass, 3 with the Palo Santo, and your reading will be below in the time stamps. Hello, pile number 1, those who chose the Dragonsblood. Pile number 1, you have the Santa Muerta card itself, number 32, the owl, and the river. And your soul card doesn't have a name. The Santa Muerta card is kind of like the death card in the tarot, but it's a little more intense for me because this is not just about something happening and transforming. This is about you needing to cut out something. This is about you understanding that you need to cut something out of your life, out of your being, your surroundings. You need to transition. You need to allow a transition to take place in your life for your betterment. Until you do this, until you make that choice and take those steps, you won't be able to rebirth, you won't be able to move forward, and you won't have the transition that you need in order to grow, fulfill your destiny, have a happier life, have a better life. You have a decision to make here. Pile number 1, what is it you want to allow to die and end in your life? Metaphorically speaking, what is it you need to remove from your life in order to rise up from the grave and to a rebirth, to move forward? You have, and it may be a difficult process, is another message here with this card, and that's why you have the river. You have to look at it as a change for the better. The river is going with the flow of the river. We're not fighting the current. We're going to release, let go, kind of like what we're doing here with the Santa Muerta card, and allow the changes, allow the things that are happening to happen, and just release, let go, relax. If you've ever floated in the water or the rig, you just kind of let go. You're not stressing, you're not trying to swim, you're just relaxing and allowing yourself to drift wherever that current is taking you. You have the owl. The owl, aside from the wisdom of the owl is also in many cultures, spiritual cultures and traditions, is a messenger from between worlds, a messenger from those who have gone on to the other world. So you have ancestors speaking to you here. You have ancestors, spirit guides. They're with you. They're with you going down the river. They're guiding you through whatever this is that you need to let go and release and cut from your life and allow the transformation. Listen for their wisdom. Listen for their messages. Because you have this soul card here. And what I get with this card is you definitely have guide. You have a guide looking down here, trying to gently guide you. This picture kind of reminds me of a person down on the ground trying to pick up a tiny little creature, like a little bug, a little ladybug, or some kind of little creature. And if it's not gentle with it, it will kill it. So what I'm getting from this is that your guides are with you here. They're with you. They're guiding you. But they're doing it ever so gently. And so sometimes you're missing the message because they're trying to not overwhelm you. It's like you're not ready for some of the guidance they want to offer you. You're not ready to receive it yet. You're not ready to receive some of the messages. So they're going very gently on you, trying to get you to move into that right direction here, to transform. So you're going to need to calm yourself, quiet yourself, get away from the noise and the hustle and bustle as often as you can. Meditate, pray, look within, because they're there with you, trying to give you those messages, but they're not trying to knock you down, with it. They're not trying to give you that kind of a transformation. They're wanting to go, a smoother transition for you. But they're there to guide you. You need to pay attention to your dreams, symbols, signs. You got the owl, so you might see some things with owls or an owl. When you do, stop and just see what you're feeling, what you're thinking about, and there's a message in there for you in your dreams. Write down your dreams, anything that feels significant to you. And just when you're in your quiet time, just kind of listen for whatever pops into your head. Write those things down. Everything that pops in your head isn't going to be a message. But the more you practice that, the more you'll know the difference of how you feel and what feels more significant and what you can kind of let go, because it's just your thoughts in your mind, random thoughts. You'll be able to start to know the difference. Also in your dreams, if you can remember it, to me it's a message. Doesn't mean every part of the dream you remember is going to have some significant message for you, but there's something there. Write them down and see what you think, what you feel when you think of it, and whatever messages you think it's telling you, and trust that. They're here with you, and they want you to rise up. They want you to rise up in some way is what I'm getting. Pal number 1. You need to rise up in some way in your life. Feel their energy and presence around you, and accept their guidance. Say to yourself, I am open to receive. Say to them, I am open to receive your guidance. spirit guides and ancestors. Say that to yourself every day. Say it when you go to bed at night. Ask them to come to your dreams and give you the messages with love and gentleness and compassion. That's what they're doing with you. So, so trust that. So you're being told you need to make some kind of transition. It's going to happen. You need to start taking steps to make this transition. You need to listen for the messages, seek out the messages, pay attention if you see things about owls. That's the moment when you want to stop and go, oh, what is that? What am I thinking? What am I feeling right now? Where am I? And that kind of thing. So that'll give you those messages. They're here with you. They're being gentle with you, and loving you and guiding you very gently, and asking you to flow with that river, pay attention, and try to listen to their messages as you are coming into a major kind of transition here in your life, because it's necessary to do so. There's something needs to cut out. That's why you chose this. Dragon's Blood, because like I told you, this is what gets rid of something really funky, really heavy, really dark. There's something that's negative and dark and in your life. And I think you already know that. I'm not telling you, I'm not speaking of some dark entity or something. What I'm talking about is something in your life, and you're very aware of it already, and that's something you need to work on transitioning, releasing, cutting something out of your life, moving forward in a healthy, loving kind of way towards yourself and others. You just need that rebirth moment, and you're approaching some kind of big change, transition. So listen for the messages, go with the flow, and ask for that assistance, as I said earlier. Okay, pile number 1, those are your messages. I hope that is somehow gives you the guidance that you need at this time. Take care and be blessed. Hello there, those who chose pile number 2. This is your reading. You have number 20 card, Fraternity, with the Santa Muerte deck. You have the Shapeshifter. You have the Golden Egg, and this is your Soul Spirit card. You can look at that image and see what, if any, messages you feel you get from that. I will read that for you. So let's try to decide which card I want to pick first. Well, the Golden Egg is a spiritual card. This is about you needing to get quiet. You're needing to get quiet, go within and connect to your spiritual guides, your inner self, your higher self. The message here is that you're not, that all, the hustle and bustle of life and stuff is getting to you. It's gotten you away from whatever your spiritual practices are. In some ways, you're not paying enough attention to that aspect of yourself, of life, and it might be causing you to get a little discombobulated here. Because there's a message in your heart center for you with this. And in order for you to hear that, feel that, sense it, and know it, you need to get in touch with it. And in order for you to do that, you need to get quiet. You need to meditate, go to quiet spaces, look deep within, connect with your spirit guides, ask them to be there with you, your ancestors. It's going to take time and practice for you, but once you start to feel a sense of gratitude, joy rising up within you while you're in that quiet space, start that feeling like you've run into an old friend you haven't seen in a long time, and you get that excited feeling. You start to feel that in rising up in you, and then you'll know you're connecting with your spirit guides, your ancestors, and that's what you're being asked to do. You have the shapeshifter. You've been shapeshifting. You've been being who you need to be in different situations. I'm wanting to say for some of you in that you've been like a chameleon. You've been shapeshifting into every situation, having to change, to adapt and adjust to that situation. And sometimes we need to do that, of course, but other times it's too much. And what we're doing is we're not being our authentic self ever. We're always being what someone else wants us to be, or what we think is required of us, whether it really is or not. So that's for your discernment. But this is where you come to a place where you go, like, who am I? I don't even know anymore, because you've been so busy being everything for everyone else. You walk into one room, you're this person. You walk into another room, you're that person. You go to this place, you're this person. Now, like I said, we all have to do that in some way in our life. We do. You know, we're not going to be like the exact same person at work as we are at home. We come home, we relax, we rest, we do as we want. We're not trying to, we don't have to perform, like we do at work and in that kind of thing. So, obviously you're going to be different with different people because they bring out different energies in you. So that's all natural. But what this is telling you is you're doing too much of that, shifting for others and not for yourself. And so also I'm wanting to say for some of you, it's more energy of you have to do that because it's like that a gift for you to be able to be in the moment and be what you need to be in that moment that serves a purpose, a higher purpose for yourself and others. So there's two different sides to that going. So if you're doing what I said, if you feel like you're doing what I said in the first half of that, then you want to look at that and try to be more your authentic self. You still have to adjust, but perhaps it's also telling you you have that gift, but you need to learn to use it in a better way for the betterment of your life and others, and to, be that person there. You have that gift, you have that ability to be that person who can bring in that healing energy, that loving energy, that warrior energy, whatever energy you need at the moment. You have that gift to know, and you have that gift to use that. So that's that message there for some of you. Some of you have developed that. Some of you are still developing that. So be aware of that. Now the fraternity card is about working together with others. It's about being what I was just saying. So it's working together with others, being that shapeshifter, knowing when to bring in whichever energy you need, and to work together with others. So you might be healing. You might be some kind of healer is what I'm getting, or you might be some kind of warrior, like a spiritual type of warrior, where there's injustices and there's things, and you're working on that with others. The calming voice or the strong voice. So you can be all those things at different times in different situations. So that's what I'm feeling more now as I'm going further into this reading. I'm feeling that's more the message for you, is that you have that gift of shapeshifting. You need to look within, though, because this is what I was talking about with the golden egg, too. You've got all this energy swirling around you. I see like energies, dark energies, turning more into light energies as they approach you. You're bringing more light into yourself, but you've gone through a whirlwind here. You are needing to have that quiet time. You are needing to get in touch. Who is this person in the middle, shrunken down, in almost a fetal position? That's not a bad thing. It's like a rebirthing. The darkness is coming into the light, and you're going to realize who you truly are and get in touch with that side of you, with that golden egg. Quiet yourself, quiet your soul, shape-shifting, working with others, taking that. Once you start to bring that light in, once you start to get rid of that darkness and that doubt and that fear and that shame and that whatever it is that's had you not knowing who you truly are, not being your authentic self, you're going to bring that light into you, but you must get quiet. And I believe you're working on this gift of shape-shifting, as I had described it to you earlier in the reading. And then when you do that, you're going to move forward and work with that with others. So I see you coming into some real spiritual awareness of who you are, what is your purpose, and it's got to do with this shape-shifting energy of being that person who has that ability to know what energy you need to bring into whatever situation, to heal it, to calm it, to battle it, whatever it is. And you have those abilities. You're working on those things. So get more in touch with that. Make sure you make that a priority every day to spend some time with spirit, with your guides, and to tap into that energy so you'll be able to feel it. It'll become more natural to you as time goes on, and you will be that shapeshifter. Okay, pile number 2, that is your message. I hope that gives you some clarity and guidance. Take care and be blessed. Oh, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the Palo Santo. You have Tlaloc, number 9, God of fertility and rain. That is a very powerful energy that comes through for you. This God can make it rain, can grow your crops, bring you abundance. Or if you misuse your energies, your talents and gifts, he can cause it to rain too much and flood and bring destruction. So you're needing to be careful with how you're using your energies here. Don't get cocky, don't get arrogant, don't think you're all that. Be honorable as you do any kind of spiritual work, because if you're not, it's going to cause this flood and bring. So you can be blessed or you can be cursed, I want to say. So he'll bring you blessings or he'll flood you out and cause destruction. We have the castle, we have the crocodile. The crocodile waits in patience. The crocodile is very patient, waits for the right time, the divine timing with this card, before he gets his prey what he wants. He waits for it. He understands. He catches charge ahead, just like I was saying here. Not being cocky, not being arrogant, not charging ahead, not trying to force things. You need to be respectful and honorable when it comes to your spiritual practices, and take that seriously and be like the crocodile. Wait for the messages. Wait for the right divine timing. Wait, you'll know it. The more you connect, the more you'll know, the more guidance you'll receive, and the more blessings if you're waiting. The castle is about material things and abundance. Now, like I said, he can bless you or he can bring that devastation. So you must be respectful, honorable with any spiritual workings you're doing. Make sure you're justified in whatever you're doing. And you'll have that abundance coming to you. The other message I'm getting here, some of you, is you're too focused on this. You're too focused on the material the abundance, and that's your main focus. And some of you might be doing spiritual work in that regard, and you've lost sight of your real gift or the real purpose because you're just trying to get more and more money and more abundance. And that's when luck is going to come and cause that flood for you. You need to be honorable in your workings, not all materialistic. There's nothing wrong with having things in the material world. We need them. We need them, but we don't need to be greedy. And we don't need to be greedy at the expense of others. So if that's if you think you're doing that in any way, shape, or form, you need to regroup. You need to look back at that and make sure you adjust that behavior, or you're going to find that flood. You also have this very spiritual card here it's got this like spiritual geometry on here. And what I want to say here is that you have this power. It's in your hand. You're connecting with spirit. I think those of you who chose this pile, many of you are also already doing spiritual work, and that is why you've got this card here. And you're being warned here, though, in some way. So it's not to say you're doing anything wrong. It's just to say that sometimes we lose our way a little bit, and we need to be pulled back and not think we're all that. But this is a very powerful energy here. If you use it correctly and you use it wisely and you use it with honor, respect, and love from your soul, from your heart space, for the highest good of all, with the highest and most purest intentions, you will get the blessings of the abundance. You will have more deeper connection and even become more in tune with that aspect of your life and your workings, and you will be more in tune with that divine timing. You will recognize it more. You will know when to stop. You will know when to go. You know what I mean? So you will be getting this guidance. You're being cautioned here not to be cocky, arrogant, and think you're all that, is what I'm really getting strong for some of you, because some of you have already been really practice in whatever your spiritual workings are and beliefs. And so you need to just make sure, pull it in a little, make sure that you are doing this for the right reasons, that your intentions are good, that your intentions are the right reasons, that you're justified in what you're doing, and that you're honoring your ancestors, honoring your spirit guides, honoring the divine and sacred in any of your workings, any of your doings, and in your life in general. Okay? That's a message for pile number 3. I'm going to leave it right there. Take care, you guys. Be blessed. Bye bye now.